Our book is Physical Chemistry and this is Pradeep publication, and our today topic is Raman spectra, general introduction. It is a special type of spectroscopy which deal not with the absorption of electromagnetic radiation but deal with the scattering of light by the molecule. It is observed that when a substance which may be gaseous, liquid or even solid is irradiated with monochromatic light of a defined frequency view, a small fraction of light is scattered. Rayleigh found that if the scattered light is observed as right angle to the direction of the incident light, the scattered light is found to have the same frequency as that of incident light. This type of scattering is called Rayleigh scattering. Professor C.V. Raman of Calcutta University, however, observed in 1928 that when a substance, gaseous, liquid or solid is irradiated with monochromatic light of a defined frequency view, the light scattered at right angle to the incident light contained light lines not only of the incident frequency but also of lower frequency and sometime of higher frequency as well. The line with lower frequency are called Stokes lines, where lines are higher frequency are called anti-Stokes lines. Raman further observed that the difference between the frequency of the incident light and that of a particular scattered line was constant depending only upon the nature of the substance being irradiated and was completely independent of the frequency of the incident light. If Vi is the frequency of the incident light and Vs that of particular scattered line, the difference delta V is equal to Vi minus Vs is called Raman frequency of Raman shift. Thus, the Raman frequency observed for a particular substance are characteristic of that substance. The various observations thus made by Raman constitute what is called Raman effect, and the spectrum observed is called Raman spectrum. Thus, in a simple way, Raman spectrum may be represented as shown in figure 3.29. Figure 3.29, a simplified representation of Raman spectra. Explanation for observing Ray line and Raman lines. When the incident photon hits the molecule, this collision may be elastic or inelastic. Elastic collision means that the colliding particle will return with the same energy. Thus, the scattered photon has the same frequency as that of incident photon. This explains Rayleigh scatter of Rayleigh line. However, if the collision is inelastic, still the law of conservation of energy will hold good. That is, total energy before collision and after collision must remain the same. Thus, some energy may be transferred from the incident photon to the molecule so that the scattered photon has lower energy and hence lower frequency than that of incident photon. This explains the occurrence of Stokes lines. Alternatively, some energy must be transferred from the incident photon of the molecule so that the scattered photon has high energy and hence high frequency than that of incident light. This explains the occurrence of anti-Stokes lines. This explanation may be further elaborated as follows. When the photons strike the molecule, the energy is absorbed by the molecule and it gets excited to some high energy level. Now, if it returns to the original level, it will emit the same energy as observed, and thus we have Rayleigh scattering. However, in most of the cases, the excited molecule does not return to the original level. It may return to a level higher than the original level, thereby emitting less energy than absorbed. This explains the occurrence of Stokes line. Thus, a part of the energy of the incident photon remain absorbed by the molecule, so that molecule has higher energy than before. Alternatively, the excited molecule may return to a level lower than the original level. Thus, more energy is emitted than absorbed. This explains the occurrence of anti-Stokes line. In this case, the molecule has less energy than before. The different case may be represented diagrammatically as shown in figure 3.30. Level has been shown equally spaced just for the sake of convenience. Figure 3.30, A. Energy absorbed by the molecule, B. Rayleigh scattering, and C. Formation of Stokes line, and D. Formation of anti-Stokes line. 3.37, Polarizability of molecule and Raman spectra. The Raman effect arises on account of the polarization distortion of the electron cloud of the scattering molecule that is caused by the electric vector of the electromagnetic radiation The induced dipole moment mu depend upon the strength of the electric field E and the nature of the molecule. We write mu is equal to alpha into E, where the quantity alpha depend upon the nature of the molecule and it is called polarizability of the molecule. Thus, polarizability is the ratio of induced dipole moment to the strength of the electric field. In case of atom or spherical symmetrical molecule, spherical rotors, CH4, SF6, etc., same polarizability is induced whatever be the different direction of the applied electric field. They are said to be isotropically polarizable. Such molecules are said to be isotropic molecule. In case of all diatomic molecule, homonuclear or heteronuclear or non-spherical molecule, non-spherical rotor, the polarizability depend upon the direction of the electric field. For example, in case of H2 molecule, the distortion produced is more when the electric field is applied parallel to the bond than when it applied perpendicular to it, and we write alpha 2 greater than alpha 1. Such molecules are therefore said to be entostropically polarizable. Type of molecule showing rotational Raman spectra. A molecule scatter light because it is a polarizable. Hence, the cross selection rule for a molecule to give a rotational Raman spectra is that the polarizability of the molecule must be anti-isotropic. That is, the polarizability of the molecule must diatomic molecule. Linear molecule and non-spherical molecule give Raman spectra. That is, they are rotationally Raman active. On the other hand, spherical symmetric molecules such as CH4 and SF6 etc. do not give rotational Raman spectra. That is, they are rotationally Raman inactive. These molecules are also rotational microwave inactive. In fact, this is one of the reasons for importance of rotational Raman spectroscopy over infrared spectroscopy, because the latter require that the molecule must have a permanent dipole moment, whereas the former only require the polarizability of the molecule must change during vibration. Explanation of Raman effect in terms of polarizability. The polarizability alpha of the molecule that is rotating or vibrating is not constant but vary with the frequency of vibration of rotation. It is the sum of two parts, which, for example, Xc atom has greater polarizability than helium atom, because in Xc atom the electrons are most distant for the nucleus and hence are less tightly held and therefore more easily displaced by the external electric field. First, equilibrium polarizability, that is the polarity when the atom of the molecule are in their equilibrium position. Sum of the polarizability of the molecule due to various rotation and vibration motion, each term depending upon the frequency of rotation or vibration. Alpha is equal to alpha naught plus summation of del alpha n and del r is bracket close Rn cos 2 pi v n t, where alpha n is the polarizability associated with the nth rotational or vibration mode and Rn is the maximum displacement of atom involved. Further, the electric vector of the electromagnetic radiation vary with time in a sustained manner as E is equal to E naught cos 2 pi V naught t. Substituting the value of alpha and D from equation 2 and third in equation first, we get mu is equal to E naught alpha naught cos 2 pi V naught t plus summation alpha D alpha n and S R Rn cos 2 pi V n t cos 2 pi V naught t is equal to E naught alpha naught cos 2 pi V naught t plus half E naught summation of alpha n and R bracket close Rn cos 2 pi V naught minus Vn t plus cos 2 pi V naught plus Vn bracket close t, and that is formula of cos A cos B is equal to half cos A plus B plus cos A. It consists of three terms. The first term has the frequency of incident radiation and represent ray light scattering. The second term contains V naught minus Vn and represents Stokes lines, whereas the third term containing V naught plus Vn and represent anti-Stokes lines. 3.38 Quantum theory of pure rotational Raman spectra of diatomic molecule. The selection rule for pure rotational Raman spectra of diatomic molecule are delta J plus is equal to 0 plus minus 2. The selection rule delta G is equal to 0 correspond to ray light scattering, where As a selection rule, delta J is equal to plus minus 2 give rise to Raman lines are explained below. We know that the energy of rotational level in term of wave number with quantum number J is given by wave number is equal to Bj plus J plus 1. When a transition takes place from a lower rotational level with quantum number J to a higher rotational level with quantum number J dash, the energy observed in term of wave number will be del wave number is equal to Bj dash J dash plus 1 minus Bj J plus 1. For the selection rule, del J is equal to plus 2, that is J dash minus J is equal to 2 or J dash is equal to J plus 2. We get wave number is equal to Bj plus 2 J plus 3 minus Bj bracket J plus 1 bracket close is equal to B bracket start for J plus 6 bracket close where J is equal to 0 1 2 3. ये हमारी third equation. Again for the selection rule, del J is equal to minus 2, that is J dash minus J is equal to minus 2 or J is equal to J dash plus 2. We get wave number is equal to Bj dash bracket start J dash plus 1 bracket close minus B bracket start J dash plus 2 bracket close J dash plus 3 bracket close is equal to minus B 4J plus 6 where J dash is equal to 0 1 2 3 is equation to fourth equation. Combining the result of equation 3rd and 4th, the wave number of the line obtained in the Raman spectra will be given by wave number is equal to Vi plus del V is equal to wave number is equal to Vi plus minus B 4J plus 6. Fifth equation where J is equal to 0 1 2 3. Here Vi represent the wave number of ray line, plus sign give the line that with a high wave number called anti-Stokes line, and minus sign give lines with lower wave number called Stokes line. From equation 5th, it may be seen that for J is equal to 0 and wave number is equal to Vi plus minus 6V, that is the first Stokes and anti-Stokes line will be separation 6V from the ray lines. Further, putting J is equal to 1 2 3, the separation between any two adjacent Stokes lines or anti-Stokes lines will be 4B. Thus, the pure rotational Raman spectrum expected for a diatomic molecule may be represented as shown in figure 3.32. 3.39 Intensity of line of the pure rotational Raman spectra. As explained earlier, the intensity of a line depends upon the population of initial level from where the molecules are excited or de-excited to the final level. Since the population of rotational energy level as is shown in figure 3.20, therefore the intensity of the Stokes or anti-Stokes line vary in a similar manner. Figure 3.39 Pure rotational Raman spectra expected for a diatomic molecule. 3.40 Application of pure rotational Raman spectra. From the pure rotational Raman spectra, nothing the separation between lines, the value of B can be obtained from which the moment of inertia and the bond length of the diatomic molecule are be calculated as explained earlier. 3.41 Quantum theory of rotational vibration Raman spectra of diatomic molecule. For large molecule, the line obtained due to rotational transition are so weak that they are beyond resolution. Hence, we have pure vibration Raman spectra for which the selection rules are same as for pure vibration spectra discussed earlier, that is del V is equal to plus minus 1 or plus minus 2. However, in case of diatomic gaseous molecule, the resolution of rotational fine structure is sufficient and can be studied. Thus, diatomic gaseous molecule give rotational vibration Raman spectra which can be explained as follow. Figure 3.32 Rotational vibration Raman spectra of diatomic molecule. The selection rule for the transition are wave number is equal to plus minus 1 and del J is equal to 0 plus minus 2. However, at room temperature, as most of the molecules are in lowest vibration level, V is equal to 0. Therefore, the significant vibration transition is from V0 to V is equal to N, called fundamental vibration transition. Restricting ourselves to this vibration transition only, the result obtained are as follow. For del G is equal to 0, the wave number is equal to WE 1 minus 2 XE naught, called Q branch. For del J is equal to plus 2, delta V is equal to WE 1 minus 2 XE bracket close plus B bracket start for J plus 6 bracket close, called S branch. For J, del J is equal to minus 2, del V is equal to WE bracket start 1 minus 2 XE bracket close minus B 4 J dash plus 6 bracket close called Q branch, representing the value of Q, S and O branch by del VQ and wave number S and wave number O respectively, and the wave number of the exciting radiation by V dash. The wave number of the Stokes lines will be follows. Wave number Q is equal to wave number I minus del wave number Q. Wave number S is equal to wave number I minus del V S, wave number S, or wave number O is equal to Vi minus del V wave number O. We have considered the case for del V is equal to plus 1, which represents Stokes line. The anti-Stokes line are those for which del V is equal to minus 1. They are usually weak because very few molecules are in excited vibration stage initially. The rotation transition accompany the vibration transition for V is equal to 0 and V to V is equal to 1, and the rotation vibration Raman spectra obtained may be represented as shown in figure 3.32. 3.42 Advantage of Raman spectroscopy over infrared spectroscopy. Raman spectroscopy has a number of advantages over infrared spectroscopy as briefly explained below. First point, since Raman frequency are independent of the frequency of the incident radiation, hence by suitable adjusting the frequency of the incident radiation, Raman spectra can be obtained in the visible spectrum range where they can be easily observed rather than the more difficult infrared range. Second point, Raman spectra can be obtained even for the molecules such as O2, N2 and Cl2 etc., which have no permanent dipole moment. Such a study has not been possible by infrared spectroscopy. Third point, Raman spectra can be obtained not only for gases but even for liquid and solid, whereas infrared spectroscopy for liquid and solid are quite diffuse. Because of the ease with which the Raman spectra can be studied, the molecular structure of a large number of compounds have been determined by Raman spectroscopy. However, infrared methods still continue to remain popular. 3.43 Experimental arrangement for Raman spectroscopy. The experimental arrangement for observing Raman spectra is shown in figure 3.33. Figure 3.33 Apparatus for obtaining Raman spectra. The fraction of the light scattered is so low that normally very weak. Hence, to detect this line, it is necessary to use a powerful source of incident vapor. Lamp were used which gave an intense monochromatic radiation, that is 435.8 nanometer. However, with the development of insert, which are very monochromatic radiation, Raman spectra, the fraction of the light scattered is so low that normally very weak Raman lines are observed. Hence, to detect this line, it is necessary to use a powerful source of incident light. Earlier, mercury vapor lamps were used which have an intense monochromatic radiation of wavelength 4358 angstrom is equal to 435.8 nanometer. However, with the development of laser, which are very powerful source of monochromatic radiation, Raman spectroscopy has been greatly revolutionized. Thank you.